chill, you see the core side of it.
And what you're looking for is the story behind the news.
We bring it to you from Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria.
Giving you all sides and political stories round the clock.
Every detail from the start line to the final whistle.
CoreTV News, expanding your view.
Hello there, welcome to CoreTV News. I am Gift Ogete. The first executive governor of Edo State, Chief John Odigye Ayengun, has emerged as the new national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC. He clinched the position last night at the party's national convention in Abuja after former governor of Bayelsa State, Timipre Sylvia, withdrew from the race. Oyegun's other rival for the post, Tom Ikimi, was yet to show up at the convention at voting time, while Chief Sam Jaja, who was also touted as showing interest in the race, did not purchase the nomination form. CoreTV News gathered that party leaders had earlier prevailed on ex-Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was Ikimi's major backer, to ask the ex-foreign minister to step down for Oyegun. Although Ikimi seemed to have bowed to the wish of the leaders, there were speculations that he might defect to the People's Democratic Party, PDP, which has been making overtures to him. INEC resident electoral commissioner in Ekiti, Aliu Pai, and commander of the army detachment drafted for the June 21st governorship election, Aliu Momo, have restated their commitment to the conduct of a hitch-free poll in the state. Our Ekiti State correspondent Rashid now completes the story.
As reactions continue to trail the discovery of a truckload of voting materials intercepted by the Nigerian army in Ado-Ekiti on Thursday, the INEC resident electoral commissioner in the state has allayed all fears, indicating that the material are waste products of the commission. Already, there are fears on the part of the people that the discovery is a deliberate plan hatched by yet unknown politicians to manipulate the forthcoming election. Again, the resident electoral commissioner maintains INEC and security agencies are ready for the election.
Because everybody will see that we are prepared in terms of the materials. We have already sent all the non-sensitive materials to the 16 local government areas. We have already trained our SPOs, and as we speak, we are training the POs and the APOs. So we are now expecting the sensitive materials.
Leader of the army detachment drafts to the state for the election, Aliu Momo, admonished Ekiti people to be at peace and assured them that the Nigerian army is only on ground for that purpose and not to scare them.
Not here to harass, to embarrass anybody. We are here to keep the peace, to make sure Ekiti people, life and property is secure throughout the period of the election. Those who are harboring hoodlums, and I bet you will get them out, and I've given the order to my men that whoever is caught with weapons or any offensive weapons against the state will be brought down. That's a straight message to everybody, irrespective of his party. We are neutral.
He, however, did not fail to read riot acts to those planning to truncate the peaceful conduct of the election.
But I want to assure you that my men are everywhere to see that the incoming election is free and fair. We are not going to take anything for granted. Actually, we have almost 10 days to go, but we are already on the ground. And that's to send a strong warning to those troubleshooters that we are ready to match them west to west and arms to arm. But then, gentlemen, please convey to them.
Though with so much trepidation on the part of many, the people believe that a heavy presence of military personnel and other security agencies on the streets of Ekiti may very well guarantee the desired peace before, during, and after the election. Rashid, CoreTV News, Ado-Ekiti.
The police authorities have assured Nigerians, especially indigenes of Ekiti State, of the readiness of security operatives to ensure a hitch-free governorship election in the state. Inspector General of Police Mohammed Abubakar gave this assurance during a brief meeting with the police management team. He warned all troublemakers and anti-social elements to stay away from Ekiti throughout the period of the election, as the police would not hesitate to arrest and prosecute any person, no matter how highly placed in society. Police spokesman Frank Amba disclosed that the IG has ordered Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of operations, Michael Zuakuma, to relocate to Ekiti State to ensure adequate police presence and coordination of all security operations for the June 21st election. Eminent constitutional lawyer Itse Sage has condemned the religious toga being bandied around the choice of who steps into the shoes of Babatunde Fashola as the next governor of Lagos. Sage, who made this known against the backdrop of calls in some quarters that religion is a primus factor, says performance is and should be the yardstick for measuring success.
A Muslim governor does not build Muslim roads for Muslims to use alone. We all use the roads, we all use the hospitals, we all use the schools. Let us go for the best person regardless of his religion, and let this primitive and backward pride be totally ignored. Let us go for the best regardless of the religion.
Minister of Police Affairs Abdul Jalili Adesina has justified the siege laid on the palace of the Emir of Kano by policemen. He says it was done to protect lives and property. He advised Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso to appreciate the efforts of security agents at ensuring peace in his state instead of abusing President Goodluck Jonathan. Kwankwaso had on Wednesday accused Jonathan of being responsible for the protests that followed the appointment of a former governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, as the Emir of Kano. The governor also accused the president of deploying policemen to the palace in his bid to thwart Sanusi's emergence as a traditional ruler of the ancient town. However, Adesina, in a statement by his chief press secretary, Wale Akinola, says the governor needed to be educated on the role of police and other security agencies in the society. The minister added that no responsible governor could raise his voice and abuse a sitting president with a view to scoring cheap political goals. The Nigerian authorities say military troops are still conducting air and land operations against insurgents in the northeast. This, according to coordinator of the National Information Center, Mike Omeri, is a demonstration of government's commitment to end terrorism. He added that contacts and consultations are ongoing in efforts to rescue the abducted Chibok girls. Omeri also dismissed claims that some women were recently abducted near Chibok. He insisted that neither the police nor the military received any report of new abduction. President Goodluck Jonathan late last night briefed former heads of states on efforts to find hundreds of girls abducted from Chibok, Borno State, by insurgents. The former leaders also committed themselves to supporting Jonathan and the Borno State government to get the girls back to their parents. Presidency spokesman Ruben Abati says in a statement that they also offered help in stemming the tide of insurgency in the country. The former heads of state present were General Yakubu Gowon, Abdul Salami Abubakar and Mohammed Buhari. Ernest Shonekon and Shehu Shagari were also present alongside the Borno State Governor Kashim Shettima. Ibrahim Babangida and former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was also working on securing the release of the girls, were absent. Nigerian women judges have called for justice for all in a sensitization forum to educate security operators, market women, students and parents on the right actions to take in cases of security or sexual abuse. Motaya Law was at the conference put together by these judges and brought back this report.
Let them sit down with the CJ and know how to handle the market women. So that's our reaction now, because we are being messed up by all these men. And the little ones we send out for market, they are being messed up. So
in order to put an end to rising cases of sexual abuse and maltreatment of victims, women judges urge security operatives to investigate abuse cases professionally without prejudice before going to court. These women judges emphasize the importance of the move for justice for all in the country.
We want to break the culture of silence. We want police officers to welcome victims with empathy and not say, what were you wearing? Why did you go? What were you doing at 10 p.m. at night that you said you were raped? The important thing is that she was raped by somebody who is not supposed to rape her.
We need the police to be active. We need the courts to be sensitive. Sometimes you have a witness. In the course of testifying, the witness breaks down and starts crying. You can stand down the matter.
Our focus is on violence against women, particularly sexual violence against women. And everywhere, all over the world where our members are found, they are doing similar things.
Resource persons at the conference advise on ways to prevent rape and steps that victims must take.
One of the things is not to keep silent, no matter how shameful it might be, because there are mitigating circumstances. It affects their mental health, physical health, there might be diseases, there is the danger of pregnancy.
If all of us decide to arise and decide that we are going to be advocates against this, we are going to speak up. We are not going to tolerate a culture of silence. We are not going to tolerate people making jokes about what is potentially a very explosive and dangerous situation. Then we are the ones who can make the change in society.
What is important is the evidence that is available, and the duty of the police is to put together that evidence. When I come to the police and I say that someone has stolen from me, that's all I need to do. They then go on to investigate.
A representative of the Nigerian police force put up a defense to counter accusation from one of the resource persons.
Gone are the days where you find issues of a police officer who comes to discourage the victim. So we don't do that right now. And you have one, we are sure you're one of the folks. And we're also doing something very, very close to related to the issue.
However, the Lagos State Deputy Governor, represented by Head Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Riskat Akinyode, promised to put in more measures to reduce the rising trend of women and child abuse.
We now need everybody's help to ensure that we prosecute offenders and we sensitize our people what to do, how to escape, or to avoid all these matters.
The Association of Female Justice in Nigeria has brought to the awareness people of Nigeria that all women should be treated fairly, especially as it relates to rape cases and sexual violence of women. Their call to all Nigerians is justice for all, and it's the belief that this call is heeded by all Nigerians. Omotayo Alo, CoreTV News, Lagos.
You're watching CoreTV News on the hour. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical. Women being so powerful, yet have few grounds in decision making.
They see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on CoreTV News.
Come June 21, it will be decision day for the people of Ekiti. 18 candidates all gunning for one seat.
I am the next governor of Ekiti.
But the people will have the final say.
I know that tolerance has a very big place.
Join extensive coverage of the election and get up to the many details as development unfolds.
I'm the voice of the Ekiti people.
With expert analysis from the best political team on television.
And that's honesty of island. Without
Join us all day June 21 to find out who emerges the next governor of Ekiti State.
We have agreed to move this state forward.
Keep a date with us on CoreTV News. You can also watch us live on our website on www.coretvnews.com, a 24-hour news station.
Welcome back. It's CoreTV News on the hour. For more information on our news and other programs, visit us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/CoreTV News. You can also follow us on Twitter. It's at CoreTV News NG. Also on YouTube, it's www.youtube.com/CoreTV News. Tens of thousands of people have fled the Iraqi cities of Tikrit and Samarra after they came under attack from Islamist militants. The International Organization for Immigration made this known and warned it is bracing up for a drawn-out crisis. Islamic fighters and the Levant have overrun a succession of major towns and cities over the last week and are closing in on Baghdad. The Geneva-based International Organization for Migration says its sources on ground estimates 40,000 people have fled militant-held Tikrit and Samarra, which have come under a series of attacks. The latest figure adds to the 500,000 people the organization estimates to have fled Iraq's second city, Mosul, after it was overrun on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the UN's World Food Programme has launched an emergency operation to bring food aid to some 42,000 people, 42,000 of the most vulnerable refugees, which will see nearly 550 metric tons of food a month brought into Iraq at a cost of around $1.5 million. And that's Core TV News for this hour. Thank you for watching. Join us again.